Twitch has busted me. They did? What, they won't carry it? What happened? Twitch was suspended? How'd that happen? Wait a second. Am I not allowed to stream this on Twitch? Hold on. Twitch shut... Oh, they shut off other streamers for doing this? Okay, hold on one second. Yikes. Let's see. Well, then. Let's see. Let's go to my restream dashboard. There we go. And I will turn off that guy so I won't get in trouble. And I guess everybody will have to watch it on YouTube, I suppose, and possibly on Facebook. So Twitch isn't Twitch isn't allowing people to talk about this. All right, that's not surprising. And there's so few of us that they probably could do it by hand. I have to see if I get did I get formally suspended? Hold on. Whoops. I'm fixing something real quick. Account is currently wow. Your account is currently suspended. To view more information about it, appeals portal. Why is that? Well, all right. DMCA notification. Appeals can be requested for enforcement. If you'd like to appeal a DMCA, please refer to our DMCA guidelines. Oh, well, all right. Which actions upon receipt of notification claimed infringement. Complete notification from a rights holder of someone acting on their behalf claiming that the rights holder there today's date. Okay. How to submit a notification of claim infringement. Okay, they did that. Submit a notification of claim. All right. How to submit a counter notification. To send a counter notification whether responding to a notification directed regarding how to submit a retraction. If you are an account holder who has received notification claim infringement, you can seek a retraction by repeat infringer poly design. What happens? Oh, well, all right. I guess I'm temporarily off for a moment. Let's see. Twitch's role, actions upon receipt of notification claim infringement. On behalf of claiming that content on a channel infringes on the Twitch generally notifies the account holder at the same time. We generally remove or disable access to record or other content containing the claimed infringement. And then Twitch acts upon receipt of counter notification. Twitch receives a complete counter notification from the account holder. There's a claim into. Okay, I'll deal with this later. Come out wherever you are. Did they did that to anybody who tried to do this on there? Okay. Well, hopefully I don't lose my channel entirely for covering this and talking about it.
Your supporters to come to Washington.
Is CNN just blasting anybody who's trying this?
You tweeted about it, about that speech that happened on the road.
Am I allowed to say that?
When they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers, why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did.
Oh, look at this shit.
Let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
I don't believe it took me 3 hours. It did. Look at this dude. Wow.
So if you look at on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Now use Truth Social. I think it's far superior, okay? I hope everybody's on Truth. If you look January 6th, this is before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. Yeah. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there.
By the way, they didn't remove his channel went down after the 6th. They didn't remove these.
I am asking, and we didn't know until I got it back, because now I have 90 million people waiting for me to go back, but I'm on Truth and I'm staying on Truth. Listen.
Because he has to.
I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violation. We want no violation. We want no violence. Remember.
We don't know. He can't even read his own tweets.
We are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. That was at 2:30. That was very early.
Mr. President, I looked at the same timeline that you did.
No, I
Once
know,
it was
but you
clear,
didn't report that. You know why? Because it was
we
taken
did report
down.
it. I was reporting
It was
that
taken
day.
down and it wasn't.
But
put
when it
back
was
up.
clear to you that they were not being peaceful, you saw them rushing the Capitol, breaking windows. They were hitting officers with flagpoles, tasing them, beating them up. When it was clear they weren't being peaceful,
Look at him smile slightly when she says that. Well, look at his face. Look at the turn up of his
not being peaceful.
mouth.
You saw them
Watch.
rushing the Capitol, breaking windows. They were hitting officers with flagpoles, tasing them, beating them up. When it was clear they
Look at that. Like he smiles slightly at the idea that they're doing this. And that was the report on the day, was that he was getting off on it.
weren't being peaceful, why did you wait 3 hours to tell them to leave the Capitol? They listened to you like no one else. You know that.
They do. I agree with that. But
So why didn't
Nancy
you tell them to go home
Pelosi,
sooner?
Nancy Pelosi, and the mayor are in charge. I assume they were able to do their job. They weren't.
But
And it
Pelosi's not
kicked
in charge of Capitol
And if you remember,
security.
I made a video right outside the Oval Office in the Rose Garden. And I'm very proud of that video. I didn't have a script. I don't need scripts like a certain person that's in
But
there
what time,
right now.
the video, it came out much later after they had already attacked the Capitol.
Look at, and I love how he's like holding the paperwork out, like this proves it. Look at this dude laughing right here. Like that one. He's getting her. They're super excited.
It was a great video. And it was a beautiful video.
Such a beautiful video. I watched the video a lot of times. It shows up in a lot of people's, in Lindsey Graham's Pornhub search results. I'm very proud of that
And
fact.
it said, I mean, I don't want to read it all, but you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people of law and order. We love the people of law and order. We can't play into the hands of these other people. We have to have peace. Please go home. I said that.
Yes, it's like 4 hours after they built a gallows on the Capitol grounds.
Referring
You know
to
what
the
they
law and
did?
order there,
They took
Mr.
that
President.
down, and to this day, it hasn't been put up. And the reason is it's so good and so conclusive that all of this nonsense and all of the tens of millions
Ooh, the light went out. Obviously, the Lord hates him.
of dollars that have been spent are just wiped away with this one. And they've never put it back up. They had another one that they did the same
But that
thing.
video that you rereferenced there, it wasn't posted until 4:17 p.m.
No, I'll tell
They
you,
breached the Capitol at 2 p.m.
That video was
Mr. President.
posted,
4:17
yeah,
p.m.
actually a little bit before that.
Right.
A little bit before that. No, exactly at that time. These are time stamped, stupid. You filmed it before that. You held on to
So
it.
that's my
Excuse
question. Because
me.
in that 3 hours, over
Excuse
140
me, it was
officers
posted
were
after the
injured.
first one I just read, though, and that was at 2 o'clock.
But I think the reason the timeline is so critical here because
What one was at 2 o'clock? First of all, the Gish Gallop here is a bit ridiculous. I hope I get my Twitch channel back. That would kind of suck if I don't know how hard that's going to be. It's aggravating me a little bit. Like, subscribe, support the show, Venmo. Ugh.
going back to your influence, in
Here's
that
another
3
one I
hours,
posted.
over 140 officers were injured that day.
And a person named Ashley Babbitt was killed.
Yes.
You know what? She was killed, and she shouldn't have been killed. And that thug that
She got killed because of you fucking creep.
killed her, there was no reason to shoot her.
Thug, a Capitol police officer. Yeah, thug.
At blank range, cold
At blank
range,
cold blank motherfucker.
you know what? She was killed, and she shouldn't have been killed. And that thug that killed her, there was no reason to shoot her. At blank range, cold blank range, they shot her.
Cold blank range. You mean point blank range, Mr. Best Words?
And she was a good person. She was a patriot.
No, she wasn't. She had a backpack full of God knows what. She punched one of her fellow rioters so she could be first through the breach because she was there to kill Nancy Pelosi.
One
There was
person
no
who was
reason.
there-
There was no reason. And he went on television to brag about the fact that he killed her.
The officer was not bragging about the fact that he
Oh,
killed
he
her.
was
But one
bragging.
person who was at the
He was
Capitol
bragging.
that day, as you know, was your vice president, Mike Pence, who says that you endangered his life on that day.
I don't
Do
think
you
he was in
feel,
any danger.
Mr. President,
They built a fucking gallows.
do you feel that you owe him an apology?
No, because he did something wrong. He should have put the votes back to the state legislatures, and I think we would have had a different outcome. I really do.
Oi. Oh, look. Memorandum of the Secretary of the Army. This memorandum. Oh, somebody who's doing this live stream on there is putting up his this memorandum response to your January 4th memorandum regarding the District of Columbia request for District of the National Guard support in response to planned demonstrations where you are authorized to approve the requested people. Yeah, that's also the same Secretary of the Army one that says they're not allowed to have weapons, they're not allowed to have batons, they're not allowed to have tasers, they're not allowed to have shields. They can stand there in dress uniform, but like I don't know if they have to have plastic badges.
He doesn't have the authority to do that, as you know.
What?
The vice president does not have the authority to reject
are you ready?
those
Let's have
election
this one out
results.
just now.